And boom! Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Well,
We are here
we're
now.
kind, yeah, we're kind of here. I think we waited long enough. Both of us were like, "Should we start? Should we start?" So
It's
yeah,
been a long 10 minutes.
yeah. And despite being long, it kind of felt like to me.
Yeah, kind of. There was some contemplation. There was some stuff here and there, but it's fine. We have it now. Everything's going
Yeah. The
splendidly.
most important thing is that thanks to Rein, I could actually turn on my mic before we started streaming and talking actually.
Yes, all it took reminding you like 4 times in a row to do it, but it turned out well.
Yeah, well, imagine going live for I think third or fourth time and still making that mistake. I mean, it's too much.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, can we just get a comment that's saying that you guys can hear us loud and clear?
Yes, is the audio okay?
Yeah, most
Are we
important thing.
clear? One, two, three.
This kind of reminds me when I was on stage and we would do one, two, three. Yeah, clear,
Indeed,
clear.
that was the inspiration for my quote there. So yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Uh,
Jack hears us.
okay. Oh, wait, I had entered in the comment section. There's an option when you reply to somebody, you just see only his chat and nothing else. Oh, I
Hmm.
can see there's actually other people who wrote, and I didn't see it until now.
Indeed, there are people here. We are not alone.
Yeah,
We have not
we're
been
not
forsaken.
alone. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so then we can actually progress with what we hear. First, I'm going to introduce myself. I think most of you guys know who I am because you're my followers.
I would be shocked if they didn't. I don't know why they're here. Certainly not for me.
Yeah, but I have the pleasure of actually doing things like this now. Just pull my books right next to me and say, yeah,
Yeah, you're the goat.
I'm the author of all these books.
Go, guys.
And yeah, now it's time that I also, oh yeah, on the right side. No, this side.
I think you're on the wrong side. No, I'm on the wrong side. That's not good. There we go.
Yeah, so meet my friend.
Yep. I go by RS Marinov. The RS stands for Rain Striver, so feel free to call me Rain. That's the little short version. I'm a fantasy author, at least trying to be. I've written a few web novels, not too much success, but I do like them, so it is whatever.
I
I'm
mean,
trying to start an official Facebook page and hopefully do some proper self-publishing soon. Writing a new book right now, short one, a novelette.
yeah,
You could-
if you guys ever turn to the last pages of any of my books, you would see this guy. Yeah, this guy here.
It's
Yeah,
me.
he's mentioned
It's me.
there.
I've been mentioned.
Writing them success, Jack says. Yeah, hey, Jack, go and follow this guy. He's literally a great inspiration for everything I've accomplished. That's in paper next to me.
I haven't done much. I just gave him like basic advice, and he just did it on his own. But yeah, sure, I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
yeah,
what's being given to me. I'm gonna yeah, it was all me. I was a very big help, huge contribution, totally. Yes.
yeah. Huge contribution indeed. It's like okay, but anyway, I sometimes wonder how I should call him. Like,
I go by many names. Yes.
yeah, he's got lots of names. In the last live stream, I also got confused, and I was like, how should I call this guy now? But yeah, hopefully I don't get confused, and I just use his official name now. Just call him Rain, and that's all.
It's easy to
Bad
remember.
internet,
It's
and it
four
just
letters, just four.
yeah, yeah. Okay, hey, Jack's already kind of following. That's good. You're
Awesome.
awesome, Jack.
Thank
Yeah. So I think we can actually proceed with explaining to you guys why we're here today, why this live stream is happening.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, perhaps.
We're just kind of
I
here.
think it's 15 minutes already or something. So
You are very correct. It's 15 minutes and 35 seconds.
okay, OBS is telling me 16, by the way, but whatever.
This is wrong.
Okay, so this is probably the live stream lag, so everybody's seeing 1 minute later,
Most likely.
but that's not gonna be an issue, I believe. So I'm going to start up more or less saying what we're here for, and Rein will help me out because I get confused so easily, as you guys know. I have no idea how I write books,
Me and you.
goddammit. Sorry?
Me and you, buddy. Me and you.
Okay, so guys, we did a lot of years of just talking to each other on Discord, communicating, and sharing experience with writing our books, our stories, web novels, and all of that stuff. And actually, we one time said, hey, we should collab, we should write something together.
Yeah, we said that like 4 years ago.
Yeah, or something. And we were, even one time I remember, it's maybe the first time I actually spoke like voice chat. It was exactly for a collaboration. We just spoke about it once and we just left it in the dust. One day we're gonna go back to it, probably. Anyway, so finally we said, hey, let's really do something. And that's how we came up with Furor Scribendi. Hopefully
Scribendi.
I pronounce it correct. It's in Latin and it means
Yeah. The frenzy of writing.
exactly.
Or writing.
So what we're gonna do is jump to the next scene. So whoop, there we go. So guys, here you can see that we've already prepared some stuff. Like, yeah, we have this very fancy logo. I hope you like it. We have prepared some Google documents and stuff like that, which will help us with achieving what Furor Scribendi is supposed to be. And the main idea for Furor Scribendi is that it's going to challenge us as authors, as writers. It looks very cool and complicated. Yeah.
It's pretty basic, I promise.
Yeah, I promise too, though I'm kind of confused sometimes. But we got it nailed
We
down.
get confused. It's normal. Like we're the ones doing it, but in principle, it's pretty basic stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like follow just these rules and it works. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to show you guys. We have a sheet with all the different characters, plot ideas, powers, weaknesses, etc. You'll see it. Yeah, and worlds. And we've nailed down different ideas that we have with just literally random with no association between each other. And we placed numbers on them. So if you followed my page and saw the post I did 1 hour ago, you would see that I had a dice. So yeah, you got that right. The dice is exactly for picking out those numbers and those different phrases or characters, whatever we have. So the main idea is that we are going to, Rein, can you say it?
Can I say what?
What we're going to do with all these numbers.
Generating some story ideas and writing them eventually.
Yeah.
When we narrow down one.
So we're gonna have, as you can see in the middle of the screen, these are the potential stories that we're gonna generate through the dice. So we practically don't know what we're going to write, and we have no idea what kind of crazy stories we're actually gonna have to do.
Maybe you should showcase the sheet a bit. See what we're working with.
Yeah. So the sheet looks like this. Jack said, leaving it to chance for reviews. I love it. Yeah, and we love it too. So these are part of all the things we wrote down. And if you take a moment, like if you even screenshot this and zoom in and look at it, you would know that they can be completely nuts. So what we're going to do is generate 10 stories from those, and you guys will have a poll, which I'm going to link in the chat at one point. When we generate the stories, you will pick which one we are going to write.
Yep. All right.
Co-write. Damn, I'm so used to doing everything solo, man.
I don't even know how we're gonna do co-writing. I've never done co-writing before either.
Yeah, me too. And to be honest, usually I think people do it like one guy is writing something, the other guy's writing something else. Then they're like, oh, okay, let's try to mix it up together. But last time we spoke about it, we're just gonna write it together, like
Yeah,
the way I imagine it. We're just gonna drop in a Google Doc, and we'll just start writing. And yeah,
discuss it.
I think it's gonna be literally what Furor Scribendi means. It's gonna be a writing frenzy.
That's the name, folks.
Yeah, so that's the main idea, and I hope you guys like what we're about to generate, and we hope we're gonna like it as well. Because believe me, it can be really crazy, and at the same time, it can be really great. As we did some testing to see if this system works.
Yeah,
And
one of them was so good we might still write it even though it was just a test.
yeah, do you remember what it was? I think it was about some doctor.
Yeah, it was a doctor in a clockwork city who is dealing with a plague and an ancient monster, and he has biomass controlling abilities or something like that.
Biomass in a doctor. Yeah, fucking amazing.
That was more or less the gist of it.
Roxy is writing, tuning in from Australia. Writing a book together will be interesting as most authors, when doing a book together, do one chapter and then the next person does the next and goes back and further. This will be an interesting book. Okay, so this is a good point that we should clarify something. We are potentially going to write books together,
Yeah.
but we're not completely sure if we're not just going to start with short stories just for the sake of collaborating, getting used to work together, and supposedly so we can see if you guys like what we do, yeah?
Most likely the first few are going to be short stories, and then if they're good stories, if we manage to work out how we're going to do all of this together, then we can try to write an actual proper book, like a full-length one.
Yeah, definitely. But it also depends, depending on the prompts that we're gonna get from these random numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them can be limited in terms of what we can do with a book.
Some of them might not even work.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, maybe a fairy in a demon world kingdom, something.
That kind of works. If it's mixed genres like fantasy and sci-fi, like one of them it's like on a planet, the other one is like saying it's in space, inconsistencies like that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let me. You know what? I'm just gonna drink some water. I'll be right back.
Enjoy your water. Oh no, he's vanishing. Oh no, I've been.
I have faded, but my voice remains.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not all alone, at least.
You're not.
To have a ghost to a voice to accompany me.
Yeah. Roxy says short stories will work, and it will give you a better look into how you will continue to write more books in the future. I can't wait to see what you both come up with. Yeah. Roxy, I don't know if you were here when I said it earlier, but we're going to generate 10 stories randomly, and you guys will have a link. I will give you a link in the comments. You guys will pick which story we're going to write from all those 10. So make sure you stay around until then. And okay. Also, it's important to say that we're going to announce which is the story. my phone had voice recognition working. Okay, so we're going to announce which story we're gonna, which story you guys picked for us in this live stream. So, okay, I think more or less things are clear now. So perhaps we should proceed with actually doing the Furor Scribendi.
Yeah, nice.
Okay,
Let's get to it.
so are we gonna announce this is episode 1?
I mean, an episode 1 will be pretty nice, yeah?
Yeah, Furor Scribendi episode 1 starts now.
Let's get to it.
All right,
To the dice rolling.
to the dice. Okay, so I'm switching up to the rolling cam, and this is where I'm going to roll some dice. We're gonna have 6 rolls, and Rein is going to do. Yeah, exactly. Rein, tell us what you're going to do with the rolls I'm gonna roll.
Well, after we get all 6 rows, I'm going to look at the sheet and pick out every number on the sheet and get a random story from those random numbers. That's just how we're going to generate it.
Yeah, all right. Then I can get to it, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, this is the most awesome metal dice I've held in my hand. So I hope it gives us the most awesome stories. All right.
Sure.
So hopefully it's gonna be good. And it's in the corner. Let's see what it is.
What did we get?
We got an 8.
Number 8. Okay.
Yep. Okay, I'm rolling again. We got 1.
A natural 1. That's a critical failure.
Just my luck, man. So then we have, what is this? 3, I think?
Is that another 1?
Yeah. No, it's a 3. There
It's
it
a
is.
3, okay.
Yeah. So we have. Just my luck, man. It's not a 1.
Another 1, let's go.
Okay. And I think that's a 13. Let's see it up close. Oh, it's 12.
It's a 12.
Yeah. How many rows did I do? Okay. Make it count, buddy. And this one is 6.
A 6. Okay. So that's our first story.
Yeah. So
Then
let's see the sheet.
Into the sheet, and I'm gonna write this down. So let's see here. Number 8 is a lost royal heir as the main character.
Yeah. Okay.
Then number 1, we go to the world settings. It's a dystopian future Earth.
Okay. So far it works.
Yup, it's not broken. That's good. Number 3, we have a corrupt government. That makes sense.
I mean, come on. So far it's actually working better than I
That makes a
expected.
lot of sense. Yes. Going back to number 1. We have the plot idea, a quest to find the lost artifact. This is starting to sound like one of my web novels. Except for the future Earth part. That one doesn't sound like it. But the other 3 do.
Which web novel of yours is like this?
Monter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They went to search for a lost artifact, if you remember. It was a princess.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, number 12 is the powers. We have illusion magic.
Very nice.
Illusions are fun to do.
Yeah.
And then number 6. Memory loss. I mean, that also makes sense with the lost royal heir part.
Yeah, it's actually a good story so far.
That's a coherent story. It's not anything unique. It's not anything super interesting, but it's a working story that can be interesting if we write it well.
Yeah, definitely. So here, guys, I'm changing the screen to the generated stories. So here we will put all of them, and after that, I'm going to put them in the poll. and you guys will be able to vote which one we should write. So far, I really like what number one is looking up to be.
Number one for now.
Yeah, okay. So are we going to roll?
Going to the next row, yeah.
Yep. Let me just take a look at our chat. Okay. And 12 looks cool. I once did a story based on 2 random words. They were kiss plus homeless guy. Okay.
That's pretty funny.
I mean, I
Great
totally
story.
didn't see that. And it turned out great, I think. Yeah. Okay. Jack says, sounds like a very interesting story. Yeah. Okay. So let's see the next story that we generate. Are you ready, Rein?
Let's get to it.
Okay, first roll is 17.
17, you say?
Yep.
I've written it down.
All right. So here we have, I think that's 11.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 11.
It is.
It's kind of
2-1.
strange that I'm looking at the screen and not the dice. It's just because I want. Okay, so rolling again, and I don't even see this in real life. Okay, it's 14.
Is it? Yeah, it is 14.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Next one is. Let's see. 20.
Oh, a natural 20. Let's go.
I can't believe this.
Not just
Okay.
natural 1.
Yeah. 17 again.
Another 17. There's been
Yeah.
a duplicate in every single one so far.
Kind of weird, man.
Even in the test ones, they had duplicates.
So it's 2.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's 6.
We have 6 already?
Yep. Let's see what
Okay.
we got. Let's see what we made. What we have generated. Number 17. A
Okay,
retired
let's.
assassin as the main character.
Ooh, okay.
And then
Sounds
11.
quite strong.
Yeah. A frozen wasteland.
I mean,
We have
that
an
would
ice
work.
age going. We have an
Yeah.
ice age. Then 14. A celestial event causing chaos.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like what's making the Ice Age.
Probably. Would make sense. It fits. Then 20. We have
Fight between siblings.
siblings. So we have an assassin sibling.
Very cool.
17 again, going back to 17. For the powers, sound manipulation. I mean, that makes sense for an assassin, actually.
That's actually very good, yeah.
He's very silent, for sure.
Hey, look at this! For an
Funnily enough, though,
assassin.
his weakness is that he's allergic to magic. Maybe that's why he's retired.
Oh shit, man. I mean, this could work.
Yeah, it can work. It sounds good.
Could work very good. It's like, imagine he's the kind of guy that has done some great deeds as assassin deeds. I mean, and then one of the things that triggered some big event actually also left him allergic to magic. So every time he uses it, he actually suffers damage.
Yeah,
Hey, it sounds good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it
It's
too.
definitely a little more unique than the last one, that's for sure.
Yeah. Let me. I think it's gonna be like an occasional thing. Not that one. After each rolls and story we pick up, I'm just going to go to the live stream and check the chat because otherwise I can't really.
Yeah, we can't be leaving the child behind.
Yeah. Oh, Eliana said, I smell drama. Why drama? Ah, because the siblings. Okay.
Yeah, because of siblings.
I mean, sorry,
There are
I don't know how I'm intelligent enough to write books. Okay.
there are very very dramatic siblings.
So drama allergic to magic, yeah. And I see Vane is also writing down the numbers for us. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Yep.
Got lots of numbers in
I
the chat.
Yeah. It's are we doing coding? Is this some programming language?
Oh
Too much numbers.
yeah.
Okay.
Secret text.
So I think we can continue now.
Get to
Are
it.
you ready?
Story number 3.
Let's roll the dice. So, in case you're wondering, I'm just shaking it like this. I don't know how people have their lucky shake for the dice or something, but I like
People
what
use
we get
math.
so far. What?
That's 13.
Yeah, that's 13. Okay. And now we have 3.
You just smashed the dice.
I literally drop it, and it's fucking heavy, man.
That was louder than any of the other ones.
Oh, you can actually hear it. I didn't know.
I don't know if we could hear the last ones, but that one definitely. Is that 7?
7.
Let's go. 13, 3,
Okay.
7.
Yeah. Now we have, I think that's 2. Yeah,
Number 2.
that's 2. And I can see an 11.
11. Let's go.
Yeah.
One more.
And then here we go. I think 17 again.
17. We do like that number.
It's like most rolled number, I think.
So far. Yeah, let's
Okay.
get to it. What's the next story? Number 13. A detective with a dark past.
Okay.
Very good, very good. We love
He
proper
lives
detective.
in...
Find number 3. A planet with no sun. I mean, I guess that's where the dark past comes from.
Just what I was about to say. I mean, no wonder it's dark.
Exactly. It all fits. A rebellion or a civil war?
I imagine the rebellion of the light seekers.
Oh yeah,
That can work.
they do need some light.
Yeah.
Okay, plot ideas. A struggle for the throne on number 2. So there's a throne.
Yep.
Hmm.
I mean, people with no sun, I imagine they would have medieval life or something.
I think
So-
it would be even worse than that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I imagine it would be normal to have a throne.
I mean, there are chairs for sure. Energy
Yeah.
absorption. Let's go.
Okay. Oh,
Number
this is
17.
actually giving me an idea, man.
Oh, okay.
What if
how
some-
are you a detective but you're mute? How do you communicate your detectiveness? He's a
You
mute
just
protagonist.
intimidate them into sharing their stuff.
To sharing all their details.
I imagine he goes with the whiteboard. Oh, wait, you can't see
Yeah,
it.
he's got the whiteboard. He has a marker. He's just writing down everything he needs to say. Like this is. He has all the lines connected. He just shows them to the police. And they do the arresting. For him.
Dude, did you just say to the police? I just don't see a police working in this world.
That's fair.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
One more story in table number 1. I did mention earlier, I don't know how many people caught it because we got sidetracked, but we do have 2 tables.
Yeah. So, as you can see, this is 1 to 20 of one table, and underneath we have another table. So, just before we continue, just our ritual of checking the Chat.
Yep, the chat is
Okay.
good.
It's gonna be hard to vote for them, yeah. These are getting good. It's gonna be hard for vote for them, I think.
Didn't you
Plotting
just
to
read that?
steal. Huh?
Didn't you just
Sorry?
read that same comment?
I mean, the comment exists twice in the chat. Sorry. Plotting to steal a son from other place. Hey, look, that's a good idea.
Perhaps, perhaps.
So, Iliana says war, throne, protagonist sounds intense, plus detective, hard. She likes detective things, I think. I start also to like all of them. It's really going to be hard to vote. Right? First three sound so good. Telepathy could help.
But that's what you got, sadly. What the hell?
Yeah, you didn't get telepathy as
Energy
a power.
absorption. And there's no sun to absorb energy from. That sucks.
Hey, what if our detective actually swallowed the sun, so now he's the only source of light?
That makes sense. Maybe that's what he did.
Protagonist, but actually antagonist. Okay,
I mean, there are
I'm
choices.
switching. I'm switching to the rolling cam.
Okay, last of the
Oh, Roxy said this was worth staying up for this live. Thank you. We appreciate
I'm very
that.
happy to hear that.
Yeah, me too. Times 10, actually.
Times 11. Let's go.
All
Great.
right, let's do this dice. So I think
Nine.
that is it a 9 or a 6 actually?
I have no idea. I think it's a 9.
Oh, it's a
Wait, no,
6.
It's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Spin it.
Spin to win.
Let's go.
I think that's
Got a
1.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Why the 1 and the 17 all the time? God damn.
That's a critical failure. Let's go.
Okay. 16.
16 is good.
Yeah.
Almost 7.
I see what you did there. 14.
14. Let's go.
Yeah.
2 more.
And that's what is it? 20.
Oh, natural 20. We got a critical failure and a critical success. Let's go.
Yeah, you should never
one.
underestimate me. And that's 6.
Is it a 6? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Not-
it's underlined on the bottom.
Let's go. 6, 1, 16, 14, 26. Going
6,
back to the
1.
sheet.
Yeah, back to Furor Scribendi.
A dragon shapeshifter. Let's go. I love dragons.
Whoa, that's nice, actually. By the
I
way,
love
did you know that
dragons.
you're an anonymous camel?
Wait, I am?
Yes, you are.
Oh no. I've been exposed as a camel. We're back to the dystopian future Earth. I mean, a dragon in a futuristic setting is pretty interesting.
Ah, that can work very nice.
I like that.
I imagine some engines based on dragon energy or something. It's possible.
Didn't you do that in one of your stories?
Did I do it?
In Makia? No?
Holy shit, I think I did that in Makia, yeah.
You did. Also,
How do you remember that and I don't?
I'm good at this game. Anyway, world threats, an asteroid.
Okay.
Then we're going to 14. I'm just moving left and right to see all these stuff. Plot ideas. A battle against a legendary creature. I thought we're the legendary creature.
Maybe fight against oneself?
Wait. I think
And
like
then-
this is this a mistake in the sheet here? Oh no.
Why?
The power terrain attribute authoring. What does that even mean? I feel like this was supposed to be written something else. Oh, well, we
I
can
think
fuck
you
with it.
wrote this one, by the way.
I think so. Wait, did I miss something else? Oh no.
Maybe it's just terrain altering, I think.
And the weakness is memory loss. I guess we forgot
Oh.
that we're a dragon.
Okay. That can be a good story indeed.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to check the powers later because I know which one this is, I think. And
Oh,
I don't know. It is terrain altering, I think. It is okay. It's
okay.
fine. It's correct.
Very
Everything is
nice. Oh, we got so we got our first 4 stories.
Yep. Now we need to
Mm,
move on to the second table.
no, we're not. Now I have to check the chat.
Yes, we do that first, but we do need to move on to the second table.
Okay. Oh, I see Milan is back. I mean, not back. He's here. And let's see. 15 minutes and it will be 4 a.m. here. Oh, Roxy, we really appreciate your sacrifice. Thanks a lot. And yeah,
That's quite late indeed.
I really love how everybody's writing down the numbers. That's fucking amazing.
It's pretty sweet of you guys.
And the asteroid destroyed the dragons. Yeah, maybe. And
Maybe that's what the dinosaurs were back in the day.
that's what I was about to say. And also, Milan, thanks a lot for managing to tune in for the live stream. I appreciate it you're here. I mean, I appreciate all of you guys. Seriously. You have the weakness, memory loss. Yeah, I imagine forgetting you're a dragon and stuff.
You just got roasted. Maybe someone rolled for you to have that.
Dude, why am I so fucking stupid? I didn't realize she was roasting me until you said it.
You got it.
Yeah. You two are absolutely funny and think this collaboration will be amazing. Thanks. You're welcome. All right. So, time to adjust the sheet. And to adjust the sheet, we're just gonna go down, boy. There we go.
Yep. I got the second sheet.
Yeah. I'm checking the scene. I think everything is readable, so it's good.
That looks fine to me.
Yeah. Okay, so are we continuing with the rolls?
Yes, let's go. 4 more stories.
Yep, from sheet number 2. Are you ready? It's gonna be a good one.
Let's get it.
18.
18.
Yep.
Number 18. That's pretty high.
Yeah. And then we have. Is this a number?
It
14.
Should be. 14 it is.
Okay, and then we have 20.
Oh, 20, let's go.
Okay. And I can't see that far. 16.
Neither. 16. 16.
Didn't we get a 16 already?
No, we got an 18 and a 14
Oh, okay.
and a 20 and now a 16.
Okay. And this is, I think, 5? Yeah, it's 5.
Number 5. We need one more.
Are you ready for the last one then?
Let's get to it.
4.
Close enough.
Okay.
That's our next story there. Let's see what we got. So we got 18. Where's 18? There's 18.
Starting
Transliterator. We got the little isekai here going.
Wait a second. What's a transmigrator?
It's basically a person who was... I think it's either when you get teleported with your original body or when you take over the body of someone that died recently
Oh, okay.
in another world.
Okay, it's gonna be good.
It's one or the other, or I think it can also mean both, maybe.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. Anyway, 14. Let's go. Where is it?
14?
A world where people respawn in an endless war. That makes sense, I guess.
Quite nice. Dude, I remember when we were testing this, it wasn't working this good.
It's putting in some extra work for the live stream for sure.
Yeah, I just hope that I didn't jinx it just now.
Okay, This makes sense here because, like, in a world where people respawn endlessly, there's a disaster where people suddenly start to crystallize, and this pandemic eventually starts turning the afflicted into crystal monsters. So basically, you
Oh,
can't respawn if you don't die if you're a crystal monster, you know? So that's why that's a problem in a world like this.
it's like worse than death in a
Yeah,
way.
exactly. That makes sense.
Yeah, you become a monster, so you're stuck. That's quite cool.
Yep. 16.
Okay.
Rescuing a friend, sibling, or loved one from slavery. And that's
I mean,
a bit out there, but I guess it could make sense.
it can work.
It can work for sure. Then
Okay.
number 5 for the powers. Oh my god, this is the one. Uncontrollable, random, insane reality warping. Has anyone here played Skyrim? Do you know the Wabbajack? That's basically what this is. This is one of
Wait,
the
what was our
weird.
character actually? Guy who comes from another world and he's got absolutely random powers. Okay.
Yeah. Also, air is poisonous. He always wears a mask. I don't know why that's a problem. So, wait, this is so funny because, like, in the start of the story, he just spawns in and he starts to suffocate and die repeatedly until someone saves him.
Imagine you're just dying all the time. Someone rushes to you, gives you a mask, and you're like, oh, finally. And then,
Finally, I have been suffocating for 20 years.
oh shit, man, wait, I've got the most genius idea about this. Now, imagine he came into this world, he was suffocating all the time, and all the while he discovered his power to randomly do things
Oh,
until one day, 100 years later, he spawned
he
the gas
spawned the
mask.
gas. It's a good one. He just randomly spawns the gas mask. Salvation!
I can already imagine the first sentence of the book is gonna be like instant hook, man.
It's gonna be a comedy.
Book slash story, short story.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesus Christ, that's story 5. So I should find the document and scroll down
This might be my
so we can
favorite one so
see.
far.
I mean, it's the most fun one for sure. And did you know that here you're not a camel, you're a python?
I transform, I'm a transformer.
Okay,
Shapeshifter.
let me just take a look at the chat, and after that we
Yeah.
can keep rolling.
What's
What's
that?
that power? Yeah, indeed, what the hell? Poor Makia, forgotten so easily. Yeah, sorry, I wrote it a few years ago and I hardly can remember what yesterday happened. And Roxy gave us numbers, thank you very much. Vanya gave us numbers, thank you.
We got some world
And
building in the chat.
Natalia is saying it. By the way, everybody, Natalia is my sister, and she's also an author, so you can hop over and follow her as well. So
Indeed.
it might be a fresh air bubble, and out of it they die. Oh, that's gonna work because of gigantic blue mushrooms.
Like in World of Warcraft.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
like
getting some world building in the chat right now.
yeah, Zanger Marsh. Roxy says all 5 sounds so good so far. It will be hard to pick. Yeah, that's why I think maybe we should give 5 minutes for picking them, because it's gonna be heavy.
5 minutes might be too little. Maybe 10 minutes.
We'll see how it goes, yeah.
I could consider it.
Yeah, okay. And now I'm going to continue with the rolling.
Number 6, let's go.
Yeah, let's roll. There we go. Speaking of number 6,
I was about to say, I was thinking that this was gonna happen, and it did happen. I just
yeah,
activated the random reality warping ability on my own.
nice one. Okay, here we go. I think that's 10.
Is it?
Yeah. And it's the
Number
first
10.
time we get to 10, actually, I think.
10 out of 10.
Yep. Okay. 3.
3.
Yep.
Number 3.
And here we go. Another 3.
Another 3. Let's go. Double 3.
And then 17. Oh, how I missed this
17,
number.
our old friend.
You know, I've been playing Dragon Ball lately, and there's an Android 17 there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm getting those vibes now.
Makes sense.
I can't see that from my face.
Your face is in the way.
14.
Oh, it's a 14.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That's 6 numbers.
Oh yeah, I was about to roll again. Okay. So
I
let
mean,
me
you
just.
can roll, but I don't think we have a we don't have a column for that.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
let's go to the
go.
sheet again.
Number 6 is an alchemist. Okay.
Okay, starts good.
Hope I put him in the wrong place. An alchemist. Okay. Then we have number 10. It's a... Oh, this is the one that is kind of like a bit more interesting. The Great Rift, a colossal canyon splitting the world in two with unique ecosystems and civilizations on either side.
Yeah, I
This makes
remember
sense
this
for an
one.
alchemist because he can be getting different stuff from both ecosystems to make unique potions.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the alchemist's journey is gonna be. I mean, I imagine how they would have this community issue that they're actually going to the different parts of
Yeah.
the world. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is pretty good. So we have a global famine for the world threat, and the plot idea is someone is systematically erasing cultural heritage and history.
Whoa, talk about getting in a loop. But
Yeah.
Rein, what the hell is a global famine?
You mean like, what do you mean?
What does it mean?
Food. That's what that means. I'm confused.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
you
some
don't
of
know what
us.
famine means? Or what?
I need to find. Wait. Okay, I think now I can match up to your intelligence.
Now he has the reading capabilities. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my. Okay, this makes so much sense for an alchemist. He's a normal human. He has no powers.
Okay.
That actually works perfectly for that one.
It works very nice.
And his weakness is love. What does this mean? Why did you write this? What does this even mean? So
Falling in love equals
eternal
sickness.
/death. So what if
But-
he falls in love, he dies? Is that what it means? I forget.
But you see, this can actually work because imagine he must keep going between the two parts of the world, so he doesn't fall in love with anybody, or
Yeah.
he dies.
Yeah, he can't stay in one place. He cannot build a life for himself. He needs to be on the move. He can't
And
leave that.
actually, one of the turning points of this, I already imagine it, is like in the end he chooses to stay with somebody he loves. So that would ultimately kill him, but he still chooses
That would be a
love.
tragic ending.
Oopsie. Okay. So let me see the chat again.
Back to the chat. I'm gonna get some water.
Okay. I don't think 5 minutes is enough, says Roxy. Okay,
That's
maybe
why
we
I
can
said
make
10.
them. Yeah, we can make them 10. Actually, I didn't expect this much good stories.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we did, I guess we tested like at least 6 or 7 stories, right? And we got, I think, 2 good ones,
Yeah,
right?
one that was
The-
good and one that can work.
Actually, one of them was kind of good, but the problem was that some of the stuff didn't fit. So we were even thinking about implementing a rule where we can change one of the rows so that it fits better for the story. But we haven't
Yeah,
even had to do that yet.
yeah. And you just
Yeah,
revealed our trump card,
yeah,
just
just casually
casually.
remove some cards. To be fair, we probably wouldn't have used it anyway as the way things are going, unless I just jinxed it.
I mean, I jinxed it. I almost jinxed it once. Hopefully, you didn't jinx it like good time now.
No jinx.
And Eliana says, "Oh, the plot idea is very good. Intellect level up." Natalia said, "I missed it. Can you please tell again your goal with those story ideas?" I said it first time, so if you want, you can start. I mean,
Well,
Rain.
yeah, sure. Basically, what we're gonna do here is after we make 10 stories in total, you guys can vote on which one we're going to co-write together, me and him. That's the
Yep.
basic gist of it.
Or if you're actually going to. Did you just say that they're gonna vote for which one we're gonna write?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Is that not what's happening? I'm confused now.
no, I was just a little in my own place. What I mean to say is that perhaps she's asking what we're going to do with the stories when we write them, and if that's the question, then the answer is that we're going to release them for everybody to read.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
casual.
that's the
Yeah,
plan.
yeah, that's the
I
plan.
mean, we can also just keep them somewhere safe and read them ourselves, but that's not the point.
Yeah, I mean, like it's nice to have something like this, but don't look at it. Okay,
Okay.
so I think it's time for story number 7, right?
Number 7, indeed.
Okay, back to rolling. Do you think
Back
I'm
to the
gonna roll a
dice.
7 now?
That would be too convenient.
Uh, 2 times in a row, getting the same numbers. Okay, for a second I thought it was a 7.
I'm like, did you do it? It's a
Yeah,
5.
it's a 5.
Okay, let me get my phone. Number 5.
Okay,
What's number 2?
rolling. So we
Number
have
19.
19. Yep,
Number 2 going backwards at least.
yep. Up.
That is.
2.
Oh my god, there's number 2. I was
Yep.
talking about just now.
16.
16. I wonder if we're gonna get a sci-fi story. We haven't gotten one yet.
I mean, we kind of have the
The sun one?
dystopian futures.
Oh yeah, dystopian futures. Yeah, I guess that's right.
Yeah. Okay, rolling. Why is it always going in the corner? 10.
It likes the corner. Number 10. One more, I think. Yeah, one more.
And we have 1.
Critical failure. Let's go.
I'm failing more than I'm winning, man. What the hell?
Even though none of the stories have been failures yet. So, are we really failing?
Let's keep it at that.
Ooh,
Okay.
This is an interesting one. So we have a character whose memories are being sent to the past in fragments.
Okay.
So basically, he's getting snippets of his future self's memories.
This is when I see something like this, I'm like, okay, this story is gonna be hard.
Probably.
I mean, hard to write because you have to foreshadow a lot of things to make it really impactful.
Oh, and yeah, and then there's like the probably the most difficult world to build as well with it.
Is this gonna be the most difficult story?
A
What do we have?
strange space that houses a scaled-down solar system, basically a tiny star in the middle, and several tiny life planets orbiting it. they would be only some kilometers in diameter.
What the hell?
Yeah, so there's that one.
I mean, does this mean that they can, how do you call it, taxi travel from one planet to another?
I would imagine it's either going to be sci-fi, so there's spaceships, or there would be some kind of gateways that let you travel from planet to planet.
I think it can work very good, especially with the kind of character that we have to build for this story. If we have to make it, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and then it also makes more sense because usually when you have someone sending memories to the past, it's like a world-ending threat, like a genuine world-ending threat. And then we
Yeah,
have
it's like
humans invading from another dimension.
yeah, it's like the guy from the future is trying to tell you, "Hey, you're gonna get invaded by demons and die."
Yeah, and then he's seeing how all of that transpired. Slowly but
Nice.
surely.
Okay, and the next one is.
Rescuing a friend, sibling, loved one from slavery. We got the same one. I think
Oh
that's-
yeah,
is that the first time we got the same one? No, I think we got the dystopian future twice.
yeah, or 3 times. Not sure.
Really? I think it was just twice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, this
see.
can work.
Yeah. We have number 10. Telekinetic blades. That's a bit less
For a
interesting.
guy, yeah, but for a guy who is obviously having some memory issues, however that sounds, because earlier somebody said I have those, but
Yeah.
I mean, telekinetic blades can work nice. It can
Yeah,
fit
and
the
his
character.
weakness is fear of change. You can't really do much to help that though. There's gonna be demons invading.
Yeah,
Significant change, if you ask me.
quite a significant one. Okay, now chat time. Let's see what everybody's saying.
Shackles time. Let's go.
Now we have the numbers. Thank you very much for being so consistent with
appreciated.
us. Yep. Eliana says telekinetic blades plus demons sounds dangerous. Yeah, it does. Jack says I have no clue which story to vote for so
Me
far.
neither.
Oh man, I'm also kind of feeling sad because it's hard to pick for me, and yeah,
Yeah. Are we
kind
gonna
of
vote as well, by the way?
are we going to vote as well? Maybe the guys can tell us, should we vote as well, or is it gonna be completely by you guys? I mean, if we vote, I think it's gonna be without each other knowing what
No.
the other
We
guy is
cannot
voting for.
collaborate. That's cheating.
Yeah, so definitely.
If everyone votes a random story, we might just win from the 2 votes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to write it in the comments. Should we also vote for which story to write? Or leave it entirely to you guys? Heart sign.
Very good question.
Yep. Okay. Are we progressing with the roles now?
I guess so. Story number 8. This is the last story for table number 2.
Yep. And probably everybody's starting to wonder, oh, but what's gonna happen with story 9 and 10? But you will find out that later.
Very soon.
Yep. Okay. So, time to roll them dice. Are you ready?
Let's get to it.
And my face is in the way.
Your face is in the way again.
5.
That's a 5 again.
Yep.
Wait, do we have the same character? Yeah, we have the same character.
Yeah? Okay. So, why is it going in that corner every time?
He likes the corner. Number 1.
Why am I getting once all the time?
You should not play Dungeons and Dragons.
I definitely shouldn't. Okay, that's 11.
That's 11. That's more ones, by the way.
Yeah, but at least not so critical, yeah?
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh god, fucking damn it!
4 ones in the in a row. Next one.
That's 8.
That's an 8.
And one more, right?
Yep, one more.
It's, I
How
think,
much you got?
6. Yeah, it's a 6.
It is indeed a number 6.
Okay. Now let's take a look at the sheet.
Back to the sheet we go. So we know that it's someone whose memories were sent to the past in fragments. Again,
Okay. Yep.
the same guy.
Same guy. Maybe this time it's the guy, but from the future. Who knows?
We have an Ice Age world. That's actually a repeat from the previous sheet. Oh well. Don't mind
It's
the
fine.
minor error.
It's fine. I think the versatility we had, despite having 40 options of all, it's still good.
Wait, what's a masquerade of death / doom? I've completely forgotten what that's supposed to mean, honestly.
Well, I imagine something like, you know the game's Persona?
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
They have something like, I mean, I haven't played too much of it, but I know that you have reality, but you also have, uh, it's like a different dimension
Hmm.
where usually the main character, I think, he wears a mask also, and depending on the mask, he has different powers and something like that.
That's pretty cool.
So I imagine maybe something like that would be it.
Maybe it's like a group of masked people or masked demons, something doing stuff.
Yeah, it can be that.
It would be something to think about for sure.
Actually, I have an idea. Imagine it's like a disease that it starts at one place and it spreads, and it's like everybody is joining the masquerade.
Yeah.
And those who join the masquerade lose their mind, like they're free of their conscious, and they just play in the masquerade, and they can't be saved. Maybe.
I like that. Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
Okay, so then for the plot ideas, it is number 1, a debt to be paid. There's a lot you can do with that. For the powers, we have
Definitely.
light manipulation. And lastly, the weakness is number 6, which is he's impatient. He's just an impatient little lad.
He goes into that masquerade and he's like, "Ah, come on!"
Come on, kill me already. Okay. So that's the last story from table number 2. Probably the
Okay.
weakest one so far, I feel like. I didn't like
Yeah,
that very much.
I think the first 20 were a lot better somehow. I don't know why.
First 20.
I mean, the first 20 that we wrote for, like the first sheet, I mean, the first table
The
sheet.
first sheet. Yeah, I got you.
I feel like the second sheet we went a lot more complicated with everything.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
because
not necessarily bad.
We used all the basic stuff in the first sheet, and then we just had to like randomize the second sheet a lot more, so it's more original.
Yeah. Mm. So okay, checking the chat. If it's all anonymous, why not? Okay, so Ileana says that we can vote also.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, Roxy, if she thinks we should vote or not. I'm curious about her. And Jack, if you're still with us, I wonder what your opinion is on that as well. Okay. Ileana says the world threats and the plot idea completes very good. Yeah, good. What is even light manipulation? Just a tiny bit. Do you want to answer that?
I mean, it depends on how we want to do it, because like there's different types of light magic depending on how we would like to implement it as a power system. Because like it can just be light, like you can just control light and blind people with it. He can basically cause illusions by manipulating the way you view light, or you can go with a more combat-oriented approach and have light constructs and like laser beams. Like there's many ways you can spin light manipulation.
So said short, light manipulation can be illusions. It can be
Flashbangs.
flashbangs. Yeah, it can be constructs. I imagine like paladins usually in
Yeah,
most of the
or
fantasy worlds use
one
swords.
could be a paladin, yeah. And then you can also like become invisible with some of these ideas.
Yeah, invisibility is also the case.
You
And
might even be able to turn objects transparent, I think.
I think if you can manipulate light in such a way that it reflects as you require it to, you can make the object invisible,
Yeah.
as the light will be bouncing off. I mean, like a mirror or something.
Yeah, you can also make a mirror, for sure.
So Ileana also said she thought of Persona, and yeah, I also think that's the only thing I can link Masquerade of Death with. Natalia said, I think you can challenge yourself and do a story where love is an option, not a sickness. Love can trigger a lot, even a war. Yeah,
That's true.
that's true. Roxy replied to me saying, I think you both should vote as well, especially since you're both going to be writing it together. And if voting is anonymous, then I don't see why not on voting on the story. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you.
nice. Thank you.
Sure
So I
do
guess
so.
so far I think majority is for us to vote.
Yep. Okay, so are we going to do story number 9 and story number 10 now?
Yep. And for story number 9 and number 10, it's actually going to be mainly my guy, Rein, doing the hard work.
Yeah, I just need to find the random number generator because the way we're gonna do this one, we don't have a 1d40 dice, which now maybe you understand what we're gonna do. We're going to be using both sheets at once with the last two
Yep.
stories. So I'm gonna get a random number generator between 1 and 40. I'm going to click generate on it. Just give me a second. I'm gonna show you on my phone. So I have not clicked it yet. Ignore the 7. The 7 is not there. Can I click it? Okay, 13. I'm gonna need someone else to write it down this time.
Oh, give me a second. I'm also gonna start writing.
Thank you very
So
much.
we have 13.
Yep, that's from the first sheet. Then we have. I got the natural 1 too. God damn it.
Okay. So we have 1. It's still first
Yeah,
sheet,
13,
right?
1. And then we got 26 from the other sheet.
26. So that's number 6 from the second sheet.
Yep, just write 26.
I'm just gonna describe it additionally because I want to not be
Sure.
confused later.
34.
34. Okay.
Yeah, we have 4 numbers so far, right? I need to do 2 more.
Yep.
Then we got 32. Close enough.
32. Okay.
And the last number for story number 9 is, drum roll please, 27.
I couldn't do the drum roll in time. Sad.
It's fine.
27.
Okay,
that's 7.
Let's see what we got. I'm gonna go back to the chat.
Okay. So I just wrote it down in the chat.
Thank
Oh,
you
Roxy
very much.
wrote it down for us.
Roxy
Also very.
did this. Thank you very much as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Going back to the sheet, we have 13. So I need to go back to sheet number 1 to get number 13.
Give me
We're
a
back to the
second.
detective with the dark past. This is another detective story.
Okay.
Then we have number 1. This is the same one. It's a dystopian future Earth. Detective.
I mean, I think this is the most picked one.
I think it's the same one, no? Oh no,
Yeah.
he was on a planet with no sun. Never mind. But this is
I
definitely
think
the most picked setting, for sure.
Okay. So next one is
26. 26 is a necromancer creates an undead army as the world threat. So it's
I mean, it can work.
in a dystopian future Earth. I mean, that sounds interesting. It's basically a
it can
zombie
work.
apocalypse in sci-fi.
Yeah.
Then number
I just hope
34.
that we don't get the mute detective.
Yeah. Wait, how? Maybe this one isn't. I mean, it can work. So the plot idea is transcending to godhood.
Oh shit!
I don't know how this
Detective
works.
God is how you will call me.
Yeah. It's just gonna be transcending to godhood while fighting the undead menace.
Oh, wait, actually, it can be the necromancer who's trying to transcend to godhood.
Maybe. It could. But okay, so the power system here is explode whatever they touch. So we have a very
That's one
detective.
OP detective.
We just have a Bomberman. And then his weakness is overconfidence. I mean, if I could blow up anything I touched, I would probably be overconfident as well.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, actually, this story is also gonna be good if
Yeah,
we get to
doesn't
do it.
sound bad. If we move the transcending to godhood to the necromancer, I think it works.
Yeah, I think so. And the rest makes sense.
I don't know how a detective fits into like the grand scheme of things, but it works.
Yeah. I mean, he has a dark past. Perhaps he was the guy who also did necromancy. Who knows?
Oh yeah, maybe they were colleagues.
Yep. And he kind of knows who the guy is.
Yeah,
Okay, so let me just switch to the document and let's check the chat.
the chat. Back to
Oh,
the chat.
Ileana is enjoying that it's the detective again. The detective on the undeads.
That's the name.
Yeah, overconfidence like true detective. Really? Are they all overconfident?
I mean, a fair bit of them are, I think.
Okay.
Definitely
I,
a trait the detectives have.
I think it's just something they do to, I don't know, intimidate people, but perhaps they're not
Could be.
like that. Who
Could be.
knows?
Depends on the character.
Yeah. And then Roxy said, I think voting for a story will definitely be hard. 9 sounded good. Yeah. And Ileana said, the detective who was the alchemist 10 years ago.
So it's taking place in the Rift world. I guess it became a dystopian future over time.
Yeah, over time. Literally over time.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're ready to go to the next one.
The last story of the stream.
Holy moly, indeed. Whew.
Okay. Let me show the random number generator again. Find the button and click it. 28.
Yep.
We just went up by
20,
one.
28, you said?
Yep, 28.
Okay.
Then we have 16,
Yeah.
28 and 16, and then we have 22.
Okay.
Next is 17.
Again, 17, goddammit.
Yes, back to 17. They're all
Yeah.
in close proximity to each other so far. Next is 24, still keeping up the trend.
Okay,
I
we
don't
need
think
one
there's
more.
10 numbers so far. And 30.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
That's 6, I think, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's 6.
Is my math correct in assuming it is number 6? Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Back to the
Thanks,
sheet.
Roxy. Every time I see that we wrote down the same numbers as you and Ileana also, and Vanya also, I'm just happy that we didn't mess it up.
Yeah, we got it right. Oh, I like this one.
Wait, I
The
don't see
character
it
is
yet.
someone who escaped from a dimensional prison.
Ooh, okay.
And then number
Okay.
16, back into the first sheet. A forgotten cavern. I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
It can be something
He
like
went
that.
from a different dimension to a cavern.
I mean, this sounds like your kind of story. Most of yours are like underground anyway.
Not most of them, just a few of them. The ones I
Yeah.
told you about at least. Number 22. We're back to demons invading from another dimension. I guess those were his jailers before.
Yeah. Sounds like it can work. So our guy is very important.
Seems like it. Falsely accused of a crime. This is this is pretty accurate so far.
Oh my god, man.
It's making a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, 24 for the powers. Repulsion. Okay, I like that one.
So this is like he can repulse things away from him, like Bane.
So for anyone who has seen One Piece, it's basically like Bartolomeo Kuma's abilities, where he has power pads on his hand, and whatever he touches with his hands, he pushes away.
Oh, I think I remember we spoke about this once. I think you
Yeah.
sent me some gifs.
Yeah, I showed it to you.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
works
So it's
similarly to that. It just doesn't have the power pads because that would be copyrighted probably.
yeah.
But
Okay.
it's definitely the inspiration for the ability. And
Now we
then
have the
number
last one.
30, he's a perfectionist. Makes sense. Story number 10 is the perfect one. 10 out of 10.
I mean, in all kind of ways, you can say it. It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we have them.
Those are
All
all
the
the stories.
stories. Yeah. So I'm going to quickly put those into a poll, and
Should we
then
give
I'm
them
gonna link it. Hmm?
random names so that it's easier to know which one it is?
Yeah, sounds good. Are you going to
Just
name them?
I can try. Yes.
I'm going to name some of them. I'll start from the lower ones. Okay. Are you using a pattern?
Not really. I'm just gonna write down some basic information from the things.
I mean, I can already see how our co-writing is gonna work.
I cannot come up with titles on the spot.
Okay, it's fine. Ah, this guy.
There we go. Number 1.
Okay. I'm gonna write down some, and then we're just gonna name them out. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna write down the brains not braining. My titles also. I mean, this is so random. I can't really even think of anything accurate.
These are just becoming sentences now rather than titles.
Exactly. I mean, at this point, maybe you can just copy paste the. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it works. It's a bit shorter than copy pasting the entire thing, you know.
I don't know if I shouldn't copy paste it anyway, so the guys can have more clear access to it.
I mean, you can just leave the stream on the stories while the
Yeah,
poll is going on.
yeah, I
Go
could.
up and down periodically.
Yeah. Someone whose memories was entered past.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start reading out. If you want, you can read out yours. I'll just read out mine.
Sure, let's do that. So the first story we have the royal heir with amnesia searching for an artifact in the future dystopian Earth. Second story, we have a retired assassin in an ice age fighting his sibling. And we have the mute detective in a world without a sun. We have a half dragon in a futuristic Earth facing a legendary creature and a meteor randomly. So there's two stories.
How about that?
Maybe the legendary creature is the meteor itself. Who knows? We'll find out
Yeah.
if we get to write it. Then the number 5, which is probably still my favorite, the crazy reality warper in a respawn world of a crystallization plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have Love Cursed Alchemist and the Great Rift. And MC gets glimpses of himself from the future, lives in tiny solar system. Then story 8 is glimpses of the future in an ice age world threatened by a masquerade of death. Then story 9 is detective and the necromancer seeking godhood.
Yeah.
Story 10 is dimensional prisoner chased by demons. Okay, so I'm going to quickly put those into a poll and have the link in the chat so you guys can start voting on which one we're gonna do. And yeah, the more you will find it more in the poll itself. So I'm just going to get to it now. So in the meantime, I'm just going to give you guys the sheet over here. Or should I keep it at the stories?
Probably the main event area. See the stories and what each one has.
Yeah.
Options.
Okay.
You're
So
gonna have
I'm
to
going
move around it from time to time so they can show all of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna be busy with the poll, so I'm not gonna be able to attend the chat for a few seconds. But after that, I'll be back to the chat.
I'm gonna look through all of these again. I think I also need to consider this because I kind of do like story number 10. You know, the idea
Yeah.
of having a character being chased throughout a cave by demons sounds like it could be interesting, depending on what we do with the actual cave. There could be cave people in there, you know.
I mean, yes, definitely. But you know,
Yeah.
I know you have a big, like, you're very affiliated to caves.
Yeah, only you would know about that.
But in that case, what I mean to say is actually that I'm sure if we are to write a story about caves, I mean, you have experience with it, so I'm sure we're gonna take it
I don't know if this
places.
is roasting me or complimenting me right now.
Dude, it's a compliment. What the hell?
Sure, I have like 3 story ideas which have a cave in them. Why are you roasting me so much about them?
I mean, dude, I'll be honest. The one with, I think it was Lucian, the name of the main character. I mean, that's a story I really want to see finished, to be honest.
That is literally my favorite idea, but I'm not gonna write it anytime soon, probably. I wanna get some other books down first.
What's actually stopping you?
Nothing, but I just want to do the other one first. I want to gain some more experience, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I went through something similar with Maths Magica Book 2. I feel like if I mean, I did start writing it, I was just not happy with, I mean, I knew it can be better written.
Yeah,
So I just
I know what you mean.
said, yeah, I'll give it time, I will grow, and then it's going to be a better story. Okay, I'm almost completely done with the poll.
Awesome.
Yep.
The other ones I'm thinking about are like the Alchemist story with the Great Rift. The world there could be interesting to explore. I think it has a lot of potential for world building because you have just two different ecosystems and like societies on two different sides of the canyon,
Hmm.
depending on
Okay.
how they travel between each other. Like it could be some kind of bridge. It could be uh, a bunch of different bridges, maybe. I don't know. It seems interesting to imagine.
Okay, guys,
Maybe
I'm
the
giving
thing
you
is
the
the
link.
ice.
The link is in the chats. I mean the chat,
Okay,
not
let's
the
go.
chats.
Here's the link.
Uh, yeah.
Oh no! Now I have what we have like what 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to start a timer from this point on, I suppose. I
Mm.
can't start a timer because I'm filming the dice with my phone.
Oh, I mean,
Do you have?
I just opened the thingy. Okay, I guess
Okay,
I'm just gonna start the timer. How much should we gonna put it in the end?
let's give it 10 minutes. Okay,
10 minutes. It is.
okay. So I see Roxy wrote, this was definitely worth staying up for this morning. It was absolutely above last listening to both of you. The best hour ever today. Can't wait to see what story both will be writing.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
and
much.
we're about to find that out. What am I
Yes,
going
that's
to
what's going to be
choose?
happening soon.
Sorry, what did you say, Rain?
That's what's going to be happening very soon.
Yep, I'm going to go up in the Word doc with the stories to the
Yeah,
top.
you should probably like move around here so they can see everything again.
Yeah,
The first story is definitely the most generic one, I feel like.
yeah, it's like completely predictable.
It's like just the most basic story it could have been. So I don't think I'm
Yeah,
gonna vote for that. Hmm. The
I kind of
assassin
like
could
the
be
second
interesting.
one.
Yeah, because like the idea of being allergic to magic is I don't know. I like that as a twist.
It's immediately putting in some stakes, and I think that's what makes it really fun.
Yeah,
Like, if he's just a badass assassin that apparently is gonna be very cool and stuff,
most
and
likely.
suddenly if he hasn't got any stakes, it's gonna be And
Yeah.
this is quite the stake.
Yeah, it also depends on what his allergy is. Like he could just like it can range from many things. Like he can get some kind of skin disease. He can also just have like get a snotty nose, or he can start dying.
Hmm.
It all depends on what you want to do.
Oh, look at what Natalia said. Roll my vote on the dice.
Roll my
And
fault off the dice. Okay, sure, let's do that.
yeah, it's an interesting one. I didn't see a new roll coming in, honestly. And
Do you
Eliana
have a
is
D10?
asking,
I know you have other dice.
I think I have a D10, let me check. One sec.
What if you have one vote for each story? How are you going to pick? Good question. We haven't gotten that far yet. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
we
didn't
can use
think about
this
that.
method right here. We can roll a dice again.
Yeah, we could. So I have 0 to 9. So I think we can just use the 0 for a 10 and we would know.
Sure, works.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to take this one away. And for. Wait. So this means I have to calculate my sister's vote like
It's not.
separately because I can't really fill it in, I think.
I mean, she's going to feel it in herself after you decide it for her.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, I guess it works. It's okay.
I thought it was self-explanatory.
Wait, I'm going to switch to the rolling scene just for
Use the
this.
rolling camera. That would be ideal.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the dice. It's a little bit different. than the other one. So let's see what we roll. Nothing, I guess.
Nothing apparently.
So I guess
7.
that's a 7. Yeah.
So MC gets glimpses of the future, lives in a tiny solar system. Oh no, not that one. That's a hard one. Not
So
a interesting anyway.
I'm just gonna attack her and say that the dice rolled 7.
Yep. The dice have spoken.
The dice have spoken. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay,
put in the other one as well.
are we going to discuss the other stories? Oh, we still have time.
You should tell me.
So we did let's talk about the second story. The third one was the mute detective in a world without the sun. Now this one's pretty interesting. I think the best way to do this one would be a sci-fi with like space travel. So like they would go to a planet without a sun again. Like maybe it's a rogue planet. It's drifting through space, and there's a society in it.
Hmm.
And he's mute, of course. Maybe he uses a. Maybe he's like Stephen Hawking. He has like a. I mean, that would kind of ruin the whole mute idea, though. I guess. I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
I mean, we could make him mute at one point also, I suppose.
At one point, no.
You
I mean,
think?
the weakness is supposed to be throughout the whole story. I think.
Yeah, it's
You
true. And
can't just
besides, we are
Stephen
making a
Hawking.
short story, so no real time for.
Yeah. And the fourth story was the half dragon in a futuristic Earth facing a legendary creature and a meteor, or maybe they're both a creature and a meteor. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it can be together because it would really make
Make more
more
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
One
it
of
would
those
be like
thousand
for those who didn't actually watch the stream, they wouldn't expect that the prompt is legendary creature and meteor. And in a way, it's going to be a legendary creature being the meteor, and it's going to be a plot
Yeah.
twisting thing for them. But honestly, I really like dragon shapeshifters,
Yeah. Those are
and
fun.
in this setting, I think it's going to be very nice.
It's definitely interesting to have like something that's predominantly in a medieval world, have it in a sci-fi setting. I think that's nice.
Yeah, and the dragon would have terrain altering abilities.
Yeah,
So
maybe he can alter the meteor.
maybe actually that's how he will know that it's not a meteor.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah. And then he will forget about it because the memory loss.
Just memory loss. None of this none of this really matters. Just discussed. He's just gonna forget about it. Anyway,
Okay.
number 5. This is probably still my favorite one, or maybe number 10. I don't know, but the Transmigrator, who's a crazy reality warper, respawning all the time, and there's a crystallization plague. It's a crazy idea. I think it would be very fun to write.
I think this one is probably very fun and still very engaging to read because it looks
Yeah.
kind of original, to be honest.
I mean, we already have an opening scene in mind. Like that just shows how good the story
Yeah,
is. We already wrote the opening scene on the stream, pretty much.
yeah, it's true.
It's glorious.
So yeah, I might actually vote for this one. I'm not sure yet.
We shall see. We
We'll
cannot
see.
say because we said we can't collab on the votes.
Yeah, and besides, I'm almost certain that you would vote for another one because I know you love kegs. And
No,
I'm sorry, it's just the meme, man. It's just the meme.
no, don't worry about it. Anyway, number 6. We still have 2 minutes. Let's go speed run them. We have the Alchemist in the Great Rift. I mean, well, I kind of already mentioned this one earlier. It's just a very interesting world we can build. There's so
Yeah,
much always to it, and there's like it can be like a dark society erasing culture. Like that's interesting. I don't know. I think it can be definitely very fun. And if
yep.
he's traveling to avoid falling in love, he could probably have more knowledge of the cultures that are being erased than most people. So that could also make
Oh,
sense.
that's actually true. He'll be like a
Number
culture
7.
Bible.
Yeah, number 7, the one that's probably going to be the most difficult to write. The memories from the future and going to the past, and then the tiny source system. This is definitely the most unique world out of all these. I think it's
Yeah.
definitely interesting. I think it'd be fun to write. Honestly, I like it as an idea. There's demons. There's a rescue from slavery. There's telekinetic blades. Not too big of a fan of these in this setting. Honestly. Or could have been a better ability, but it can work.
I mean, it can be like Archer from Fate Zero,
Yeah, pretty much.
Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8. Again, more glimpses of the future. This time in an Ice Age world, and have the Masquerade of Death. We did say that we can use like it's like a plague where people put on masks and then they put.
Hmm.
This is basically a zombie apocalypse with masks. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nothing else to say about that, honestly. Then the detective and the necromancer seeking God. Might be the most random one. Like, what is the detective doing here? What is a necromancer doing in a futuristic society? Why do they want to become gods? And why is he blowing up everything he touches? It's so random. It's like all over the place.
And he goes in to the bar. Oh, timer's up.
The timer is
Let's
up.
finish these
We'll do
up.
story number 10 and vote, I
Yeah.
guess. So we have the Dimension of Privilege by Demons. This is the one that you think I'm going to vote for. I'm considering voting for this one. It's definitely between 5 and 10 for me. I don't know. I mean, I like it that he's like escaping from a dimensional prison. This can be an interesting opening scene we can write. A Forgotten Cavern
Yeah.
can be many things. It can be like some kind of society underground, you know.
It can also be actually an underground civilization.
Pretty much, yeah. It can be like a lost city, and then there's people living in the lost city, like the olden ones. We can have a side character who's like from above ground, who's like an explorer, you know. They can be together. And there's the demons after him. He's falsely accused of some kind of crime. Maybe he's infamous in the upper world for his crime. He has the potion ability. He's a perfectionist. It's a cool story. And now that I talked about it, now I don't know what to vote for again. But the timer is already done, so I'm just gonna vote for something.
Yeah, so am I, because, I mean, dude.
We talked too much about it. We didn't give enough time for thinking ourselves. I assume everyone else has already voted. We're going against our own rules. Damn it.
Okay.
I'm just voting.
Let's see the poll results. Oh! I'm going to try to find a way to reveal this to everybody. Give me a second.
You just prepare a scene for that, I think. No?
Yeah, I did. But I just, because I made a new poll, which is not the testing one, I had to remake some stuff. And drum rolls here, and here we go! And it's top story voted for is story number 5. Crazy reality warper in a respawn world with crystallization plague.
We got the comedy.
We got the comedy one.
Do we both vote for that?
I don't know. I see it's the only one that got 2 votes. So in reality, we had 5 people in total voting, so 3 besides us.
So basically, we picked our own story. Makes sense.
Actually, wait a second. Natalia also didn't vote. She was supposed to vote for story number 7. Yeah, but that still wouldn't have changed the way they.
It's fine then.
Yeah. So, okay, guys, I guess we've got a comedy story to write.
Yeah. I was at the end. I was literally doing like eeny meeny miny mo with number 5 and number 10. So it was almost a like a random thing. Like what they were talking about earlier, but we don't get the proper decision.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see the chat because I hadn't seen it in a while.
No, my detective.
So My detective, he said. I can't wait to see the vote, Juliana said. And Roxy said, I'm torn with a few. Lol. Damn, it's hard to pick right now, as all of them would be amazing for short stories. And then, oops.
You both would have
And
to
then
choose
you,
for the others.
and then you could write novel on the best short story. I can't decide between 4, 6, 9, and 10. Okay, you both will have to do short stories for the others.
Uh,
I mean, we're kind of doomed. But Rein, actually, we didn't talk about what we're going to do with the rest of these stories because in reality, people want them,
yeah,
and
I was just
at the
thinking about
same
that.
time, yeah, and at the same time, it's actually good stories. And I mean,
Yeah, so
we we don't lose anything if we don't write them,
not really, no.
but we also don't lose anything if we do write them.
Hmm. I mean,
So
we can. I guess depending on how fast we can write the first one, perhaps we can also do the other ones, or we can try to at least.
yeah, okay.
At least the ones that are voted
Uh,
for. I don't think we can do 10 stories. That'll be a bit overkill. Since I assume we're gonna do this again, and then we're gonna have 10 more stories.
yeah, so I think, yeah, actually, I think this is a good point where we should also say that we plan to have apparently more of Furor Scribendi in the future. And probably we're not going to do so many live streams. Instead, what you will get right now, this is episode 1. So
Yeah.
in episode 2, we're planning to give you guys edited footage of what happened when we were writing the story. And of course, perhaps that episode might come out along with the story itself. Uh, Follow us on the social media so you guys can know our updates on how things are going.
Yep, yep.
Hey, look at Hans. Hans jumped in just now
Just
at
at
the
the end.
end.
Hello.
Oh man,
Welcome.
you missed such a good show.
I mean, there's good rewatch value to it, so maybe.
Yeah, I think the rewatch value of this live stream is actually, I mean, I don't mean to sound like it, but maybe one of the best things that you could rewatch from live stream
Yes,
category.
of course. We made a very good live stream. We were professionals.
Yeah, it's been like episode of some kind of show. At least that's how it felt to me.
You don't have to apologize. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Hey, Roxy, uh, big thanks for staying up late. I mean, not
Yeah,
late. You stayed early.
literally.
Yeah. And so what we mean to say is that the next episode of Furor Scribendi is probably going to be unedited footage. It's not going to be a live stream, and I hope I will be able to. I mean, I will be probably doing the editing myself along with Rein as helping hand, and
Indeed.
hopefully just conjure it into less than. I think this is going for almost 2 hours now.
It's been 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 34 seconds. 35
Damn.
seconds. 36 seconds. 37. 38. It keeps
Uh,
going. Going up and
Il-
up.
Ileana is asking, is this story going to be on Amazon like the other short stories, like Shadow Savior? I like that you're advertising my short story. Thank you.
Most likely.
And yeah, it's going to be available on Amazon, and everybody will be able to get it from there. Roxy says it was a fun live to watch this morning. Yep, it's a Monday here for me right now, but it was so worth it to tune in this morning. Yeah, big thanks for staying with us. And
Yeah,
if
big
you're going,
gratitude.
yeah, you have big gratitude from us. So I think if we have to summarize things, because I think it's a good time to wrap this up. I think it's been a good episode.
Indeed,
Rain,
indeed. We
okay.
were. Hmm, never mind.
Voice recognition again. So, what I can say, just a summary, we picked up we conjured generated stories that we could possibly write. You guys picked the best story that you want us to write, and there's only three other stories from those that we generated that didn't get picked. So we're also going to prioritize getting the most voted one done fast. I mean, as fast as we can. And after
Yeah.
that, we're going to release the new episode of Furor Scribendi. And along with that, you will also get the finished story. And after that, we're probably going to do episode 3, where we are either going to go live or we're going to do it
I think
like a recording.
Yeah, I think what we could do is we could do another live stream, but then depending on how many people actually join, because we didn't have too many viewers this time,
Yeah,
we could make a post on Facebook so that more people can actually vote on what story they would like to see, and then it can be
yeah,
a bigger vote, a bigger poll. So maybe that would be a bit more interesting for the next short story that we write.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and with that, I think we can pretty much wrap it up. Oh, and of course, guys, we have bloopers for this episode. So stay tuned on Facebook and TikTok. I will probably upload some stuff over time. Roxy said it was so hard to pick a story as they were all so good. Hopefully, they do the other ones, even if they are short stories for us all to read.
It will certainly be a fun one.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like I'm forgetting about something. Am I?
I mean, we could do a Q&A at the end.
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
quick round of Q&A if anyone has any questions that they want answers to.
Yeah, we can have this like 5 minutes or something. I think is enough for anyone to write down any questions if they have. You can ask about literally anything about
You can
us.
ask me, you can ask Danny, it's all good.
Yeah, be it about Furor Scribendi or be it about anything else. Yeah, we're here. We're gonna answer all your questions right now. The only answer that I'm not gonna give is about sales and stuff.
That's
I
a good
can't
one.
wait for the stories, Ileana said.
Me too. I think it's going to be very fun. I
Yeah,
very, very much look forward to doing these.
actually, I'm very excited that the way I imagine this happening is we're just gonna open the Google Doc. I'm just gonna start recording, probably. We'll start writing in some stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be, as the show
Probably going to be a long
says,
recording.
writing frenzy. How did you guys come up with this, and what is the holy smokes? So much chat I couldn't finish the sentence.
All the chats are coming in now.
How do you guys come up with this, and what is the big dream behind it? Okay, Rein, do you
Well,
want to answer that?
I mean, basically, when we met, we were just writing some web novels together on one random website. And
You
as we
can
were
say it, you know?
yeah, it was a good novel, then it was mega novel. It's like whatever. Anyway, so we were discussing our stories and we were having fun with just being author buddies. So we were like, maybe we should write a story together. And we did spin like an idea around what we could write, but it never really went anywhere. And then more recently, a few months back, Danny just kind of sent me a link to the sheet that was half done and said, write some stuff in, let's do this. And now we're here.
Dude, it really was like that.
It was pretty much like that, yeah. To be fair, I did ask you a few times to write something together.
Yeah. Over time, actually, Rein
It
has
was
asked
more
me.
answer in a way.
Yeah, I suppose. He's been like, hey, do you like this idea? Maybe we can co-write it? And I was like, yeah, sure, we can do it sometime.
And then we never,
Yeah,
to be fair, I never
actually,
gave a specific idea, other than the
now
first
I
one.
know what I forgot. Let me just
What did
see.
you do?
Yeah, I forgot about this. So, do you remember when I told you that I'm going to vote for the fifth story.
Yeah.
So in the end, it turns out that I won, and it's my pick. So
Nice. The cool shades. Let's go. I actually have a sunglasses mode for these glasses, but the sunglasses are in my car. Like I can't do that. Otherwise, I would have done it too.
I
Anyway,
literally
next
bought
question.
those for
We're
this
kind of getting off
situation.
track.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. So
Natalia wants to know about the name, about Furor Scribendi.
okay. Actually, you came up with the name, so I think it's best if you say about it.
I mean, I just wrote friend writing frenzy in Google Translate with Latin, and I was like, there we go.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because
It's pretty self-explanatory. I was just wondering what, like, we were considering some names. Like you said something about the writing frenzy, and I was like, okay, sure. And I just, how do I make this more interesting? Latin, of course. Everyone likes Latin words, and then it happened, and that's how we got the name. That's
yeah,
cool.
we literally made up most of the idea. Like literally, we went to the rolls part, how we're gonna roll the dice and stuff, and that's when we were like, "Hey, how are we actually gonna call this?"
We need a name.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, then,
so Roxy asks, "So where are you both from? Always curious on where some authors are from in the world." I'm from Bulgaria, but I live in Belgium for
I'm
over
from
a year
Bulgaria as
now.
well, but I actually live in Bulgaria.
Yeah, so we're technically both Bulgarians.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, just so you know, apparently in Bulgaria we speak Bulgarian, so English is not our native language to both of us.
Not
But
really, no.
especially for you lovely fellas, we speak English.
Of course.
Actually, it's a very interesting thing to say that me and Rein have been speaking mostly in English and to completely forget we're Bulgarians sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, if you see our chats, you're gonna assume that we're both from different countries and we're just using English as a intermediary language to understand
Yeah.
each other. But no, we're both Bulgarians. We just don't speak in Bulgarian. I don't know why.
But thanks to that, I feel a lot more comfortable when now we have to speak in English. It feels like, I don't know, natural.
Funnily enough, we do talk in Bulgarian in VC,
Yeah.
which is
Okay,
weird.
so next
Anyway,
question is, so are the next episodes be with different mix for the stories or the same ones?
uh, I don't know. I mean, we can move them around, but I don't know if do we need to come up with more stuff because like we have a lot of the generic ideas. We
I
can
think we should,
expand on it, perhaps.
or just remove the ones that we already have picked.
That's also a good option. Or
Yeah.
or maybe the ones that we do with the ones that we write, we can remove those, but keep the ones that aren't done.
Yeah, exactly. So where are the books from, Rain?
Yeah, so I don't have any like proper books out yet. I am going to be making a proper debut novel soon. I'm writing it right now. I do have two web novels that you can read. One of them I am not particularly proud of, and the other one is kind of in a hiatus, mostly due to a bunch of family matters I've been dealing with over the past year, plus university. So I've been on a huge writing hiatus. This is a very good thing for me right now because it's gonna get me back into the game. That's how I'm looking at it. It's gonna help me write my own little book that I'm making a project on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing both of those books with Danny and on my own.
That's very nice to hear. I'm actually gonna give you a fist bump.
Yeah, the
Can you?
fist bump. It's mirrored. It's still mirrored. It's still mirrored.
Actually, despite Rain saying that he's not very proud of some of the works he's done, I can still say that when I started writing Makia, and that's around the time when we actually met,
Yeah, we
like,
met when we were living up.
yeah, and his writing was so much ahead from anything that I wrote in Makia. So he might be so proud of that. I mean, not so proud of, but it's not because it's bad, believe me. It's because he's just that much better now.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I appreciate the compliment.
Natalia is asking why Furor Scribendi. I
We
think,
already answered that one, yes.
yeah, we responded to it. And Eliana is asking, are you going to make a whole book together, not only short story?
Eventually.
Eventually, we are going to. Hey, maybe we can just make a lot of short stories and just make one big compilation of short stories.
I mean, that's definitely an option. We can make a bundle.
Yeah. So Hans is laughing at us. I suppose this is the moment when we were
We're
also
the funny
exploding
people.
in laughter here.
We are the funny people.
Yeah. And Ileana is asking, how are you going to mix and arrange it? What is this referred to,
I don't
actually?
understand the question. Can you clarify?
Let's give some seconds for the response.
Some seconds of clarification.
Clarification. Clarity.
Clarity is important in any discussion.
Yeah. Okay. If you make a book together, how are you mixing the writing? You're two different persons.
That is for us to find out when we get to it.
Yeah, we're about to find out how exactly we're gonna do it.
We haven't tried
I
it, so we can't really say.
I already have it in my mind how it's gonna work, honestly. I'm quite sure that we're just gonna start writing. One guy is gonna start writing on an idea that we're discussing live, like
That we're
at the
discussing,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're just gonna start writing, and then the other guy will continue writing. That's how it's gonna be, I
Yeah,
think.
and then if the writing itself doesn't sound too coherent, like it's kind of mixed up, like the styles, we are going to go back and edit the whole book so that it fits. We're gonna combine them in that way through the editing at the end.
Yeah, definitely the editing is going to be a big part of this. Though I know that at least when I've shared things I did with you, I know that at one point we kind of come to the same thing in the end in terms of the
I mean,
edited version
I
of
don't
it.
think it's gonna be a problem, honestly, because I know how you write and you know how I write. I don't think it's gonna be a big problem, but if it is a problem, that's how we're going to solve it.
Yeah, yeah. So I think if there's no more questions, I think we can actually wrap this up.
Yep.
Yeah. So just a little. Natalia says, "Thank you. It was fun. Go, be inspired."
The inspiration will flow through.
Yeah. Roxy
I'm
says, "It
definitely
will be an
inspired.
experience for you both with this book. It will turn out great." Sounds very interesting to see. Can't wait. Yeah, I'm gonna thumbs up on this also. And also, I'm gonna do this, yeah, because it's so
Oh, he's the cool
cool.
guy. I don't have my.
Yeah, yeah. Just a little something like we were speaking about clarification, so I'm gonna clarify one thing that the reason we're choosing short story is because we both of us like to get progress done and have realistic expectations. That's why we're going to be writing mostly on the weekends when both of us can be live. We're just gonna get a Discord chat. We're gonna start talking. We're gonna start writing, and more about what is going to really happen. You'll see in the next episode of Furor Scribendi.
Yes, indeed. That's where we're going to meet again.
Yep. Thank you very much, everyone, for being in this live stream. It's been really a big blast. I loved it from the bottom of my soul. So,
lots of fun. Great time.
Yeah. So this is goodbye from us. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
And